Wine has been an important role in society for thousands of years. The production of wine goes back to 4000 BC. Since then, wine has had an important role in religion in light of an offering and a sacrament in biblical times. In today's day and age, there are over 5,000 varieties of grapes. The three main organic acids that occur in grapes are malic, tartaric, and citric acid. These acids give the wine its acidic flavor and acts as a buffer to keep the pH at an average of 3.2 to 3.3. In the first step of production, grapes must be harvested when the sugar, acid, phenol, and aroma compounds are at peak condition for the desired style of wine. In the fermentation process of the grape juice is introduced with live yeast that causes the reaction C6H12O6 into 2C2H5OH plus 2CO2. The presence of oxygen during this process causes the phenols to be oxidized. Sugar and ethanol in the mix are converted into CO2 and H2O. The most important sugars in wine making are 2,6-carbon glucose and fructose, as well as small quantities of pentoses and pectins. The difference between red wine and white wine is the different types of phenolics. Phenolics contribute to the bitterness, color, and mouthfeel of the wine. Simple phenolics, such as hydroxycinnamates and hydroxybenzoates, are composed in the flesh of the grape. Complex phenolics are composed in the skin, seeds, and stems, and mostly occur in red wines. Hydrolysable tannins, which are complex esters of glucose and gallic acids, are formed in the winemaking process when the grape juice sits in oak barrels. For an example, European oak is known to have a higher concentration of gallic acid compared to an American oak. The most significant volatile compounds for this aging process include long, straight-chained, and cyclic aldehydes. Aldehydes represent compounds that include oxidation-prone substances such as ethanal. Ethanal is found when wine is oxidized. When determining if the wine is complete with the fermentation process, a specific gravity of 1.000 is observed. The equation RCHO plus 2Cu2 plus 4OH minus reacting into RCOOH plus Cu2O plus 2H2O confirms that the testing of the specific gravity is exact. After the fermentation process, the purification process must begin. The purification process alters the composition and the pH level in the wine. Proteins and tannins are suspended in the colloidal form, thus the process being called fining. And that is how wine is fermented.